Good morning. Let's take a look here. So on this one right here, a new car, let's say you buy a car for $30,000, 8% rate of depreciation. What does that mean? Well, that means for every dollar that you pay, for each dollar, you're losing 8 pennies on every dollar. So now you only get 92 cents back. So you lost 8 cents on every dollar. So you're going to say interest equals principal times rate. Remember, you got to move it two places, times time. So when you do that, you get your calculator, have your calculators out, clear it, 30,000 times 0.08 times 1 equals 2,400. So you lost $2,400. That's what depreciation means. So your car is only worth whatever that 8 or 30,000 minus the 2,400. Okay? So minus 30,000. It's going to be a negative, but don't worry about that. 27.6. Now, keep in mind that depreciation is only what somebody's willing to pay for it. Okay, so you could very well buy a car. Let's say you're Paul McCartney and you write your name in the dash, which normally it would devalue the car. But being a famous person, somebody might actually pay more money for it. Now let's talk about today's work. Copy all of this down. We're going to talk about compound interest. There actually is a formula for this, but we won't talk about it till the next section. So let's take a look. If your interest is compounded, annually is once per year, semi-annually is twice, quarterly is every 3 months or 4 times, and daily is 365 or 366, depending on if it's a leap year. Okay? Let's take a look. Copy this down right here. Example 1. Find the interest annually. So put A. Annually is once per year. So you're going to take interest or principal times rate times time. And whatever you get is the interest. And you're done. B is twice a year. Now this one's a little different. You have to first figure it out for 6 months. Okay? So you got to take 1,000 times 0.02 times 6 and then divide by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. Okay, so let's do that. So take 1,000 times 0.02 times 6, press equal, and you get $120. So in 6 months, you made $120,000, or rather $120. Now, they want to know for a whole year. That's only 6 months. So now you got to add this back to your $1,000. So now you're going to have 1,000, which is what you originally invested, plus the $120 that you made after 6 months. So now the principal is going to be 1120 times the rate times the time for the other half of the year. So clear your calculator. Take 1120 times 0.02 times 6, press equals, divide by 12, and now you made, let me make sure I did this right, 1120 times 0.02 times 6, press equals, and divide by 12. So now you made 11.2. Now let me double check my numbers here because I wasn't watching, because that doesn't seem right. So 1,000 times 0.02 times 6, press equal, and divide by 12. I don't guess I divided it by 12. So here you made $10. So let me scratch this out. So in the first 6 months, you made $10, but you got to add that back to the 1,000. So now, for the second 6 months, you're going to have $1,010 times 0.02 times 6 divided by 12. Okay, that's for the other half of the year. So 1010 times 0.02 times 6, press equals, divide by 12. So now you made $10.10. But you got to add that back to that right there. And that's what compound interest is. So you're going to take the 1010 plus 10.10, and after 1 year, you have 1020.10. And that's what compound interest is. So what happens is your interest starts making interest. Say that again. Interest starts making interest. Starts to earn money. That's a key idea. Okay? Now look here. Here it says quarterly. Quarterly is every 3 months. So you're going to take principal times rate times 3 divided by 12. And you're going to get some number. Okay? And then you're going to add that back to the principal. And then you're going to compute it again. Then you're going to take that and add it back to the principal. And you're going to compute it again. Then you're going to take that, add it back to the principal, work it out, and do it 4 times. That's what quarterly is. So you earn interest here, you add it. 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 Now that's why they give you a formula. Daily is going to be 1 divided by 365. And then you got to add it for the second day, do it again. Add it for the third day, do it again. 365 times. And that's why you need a formula. All right, today you're working this page right here. Make sure you check the even answers in the back. We're going to turn our attention now to college algebra. Now, in college algebra, I tried to teach you how to graph a line. And I want you to use or not use a calculator. Now, again, I told you, I know you had teachers teach you. The way I teach it is you draw a line and circle the y. I want to see that. So you want to subtract 7x from both sides. Now you can't add those up. Those are not like terms. But I want the x first. So it's going to be y equals negative 7x plus 5. And then graph it. So you're going to go up 5. Then you're going to go down 7, 5, 6, 7, and then over to the right 1 because it's positive. Any questions on how to graph number 1? Number 2, you're going to draw a line, circle the y. There's 2 things you want to get rid of, the 6x and the 5. But you always get rid of the number with the variable, that variable, last. So you want to subtract 6x. So now you're going to get 5y is equal to negative 6x plus 20, and then you're going to divide by 5. When you divide, you get y equals negative 6x over 5 plus 4. So your y-intercept is 4, and then you go down 6. So that's 4, 5, 6, and then you go to the right 5. Put a dot and draw your line. These are negative because they're going down. This one right here is a special case, so here's your x. Use tick marks, okay? 1, 2, 3. Do you see the tick mark is up and down? That's how your line looks. That's called undefined slope. This one is x equals 0. Well, this is x equals 2. This is x equals 1. This is x equals 0. So the y-axis is really x equals 0. Okay, special case. Today you're doing this, worksheet B, in this page. Copy that down. Okay, so here's your worksheet B. Just so you know, it looks like this. I want to see the work on this page. If you get stuck, ask. Tomorrow, we're going into something different. All right, have a good morning, and I'll see you guys in class.